topic is going to be healing from past trauma. I have 6 ways um, that you can heal or start the process in healing from trauma from your childhood or your adulthood, whenever. Trauma is trauma. Um, but we tend to have a lot of unresolved uh, issues from our childhood just because we didn't know how to make sense of them. Um, so I feel like this would be helpful. I'm in the process of spiritual growth and I'm healing from things in my childhood, uh, things that are coming up. So I'm applying these things myself. Everything that I come on here and talk about, like, it's nothing made up. I'm actually using these tactics too. Um, so number one is first acceptance. Be willing to heal. Be willing to admit, okay, I know what happened to me. I know it was wrong. Now where do I go? That is the first step in any process of healing, is to have the will to want to heal, to want to change, to live a more productive life to where it doesn't hinder you. Number two is accept love from, accept support from loved ones. Now, you know, some people don't have a support system, but look at the people who, chances are you probably have at least one person around you that you can go to, that you can talk to, that you can confide in. Let them know that they are your support system if they don't know. And if you don't have a support system, get you one. Go find you a group of people who've been through similar traumas as you, and go speak or sit amongst them and listen to their stories. Chances are you'll find somebody you can connect with, who's been through something you've been through, and that can, you all can connect that way. That's important. When you have somebody in your corner, you feel like, okay, I can do this. But when you feel all alone, that's a recipe for depression and suicide, and you know, you don't want to feel like that. So number three is, and depending on the severity of your trauma, you are going to need to seek professional help. Even if it's something as your parents went through a divorce, that's traumatic for a child or whoever, whatever your trauma is. Don't ever make it seem like, oh, you know, I'm not going to sit on nobody's couch and talk to anybody. Therapy is so important, because that's what you need, just to talk with somebody who's removed from the situation, a professional who can help guide you in a way to make sense of your situation and realize that everything is okay. So there's nothing wrong with therapy, with a therapist. There's nothing wrong with that. It's very beneficial. And you know, black people, it's like taboo. Like, I'm not going to talk to, you know, nobody about my problems. And you know, church, religion can't heal everything. You know, sometimes you need that professional help, and they can tell you what's going on. You know, just, it's just a way to get help. Another way to get help. Number four is practice mindfulness. Be aware of the things that you're telling yourself. Just be in the moment, because we can get lost in our minds sometimes and not be in the moment. So that's important in the healing process. So number five is tend to yourself with love and self-care. Have self-compassion for yourself. Take care of yourself. You come first. If you're on a journey through the healing process, have patience with yourself. have compassion and be gentle, and understand that everything is not going to be resolved in a week, in a month, in a year, in a few years. It may take several years, but you have to be patient with yourself. There were things in my past that I thought I was healed from, and now that I'm doing this spiritual journey right now, I'm realizing that I'm still not they're still not resolved. Like, they're still coming up as if they happened yesterday. Like, that's not good, you know. You gotta it takes time. So be gentle with yourself. And I'm talking to myself too, because I am very hard on myself. But number 6 is acceptance of who you truly are. Be willing to accept yourself, and don't let the abuse you've been through define you, because you are not your abuse. You know, you are a wonderful human being, and you have a lot to offer the world, and you can't let it define you. It has changed you, that's for sure, but be willing to accept that and find the good in yourself and tell your story. I think that's the best way. I love to hear these stories of these people who have overcome adversity or trauma, and they're better because they're helping other people by sharing their story. That's important. So if you've ever been through something, think about that. Think about sharing what you've been through. You could do it with an Instagram post. You could do it with anything, with a video. Share what you've been through. You never know who that story is gonna resonate with, and just watch the response you'll get from people. Yeah. I'm surprised the times when I hear women who say they were abused by the men that they were in relationships with, because I went through that, and it makes me feel good to know that I wasn't the only one who experienced that. Not saying that I believed I was the only one that experienced that, but you just feel good when you know you're not alone, and they have other people out there who went through the same things as you. Because abuse is it's traumatic, and it can be something that you struggle with for a long time, and you go in and out of depression, and you don't know why, and you know, it can be hard. It can be hard. So definitely share your story. That's important. You never know who it's going to resonate with. So be willing to accept who you truly are. Have self-love, self-compassion, and that's it. Those are my tips. Those are things that I use to heal from my trauma. I hope this has helped. Again, I am SassyRed, and this has been Universal Knowledge. Bye, guys.